My name is Susi Doring Preston. I met my fiance Tziki Eyal 20 years ago. He fell in during Passover, during Mluim service. We met in Thailand when I was a Peace Corps volunteer stationed in Thailand. It was the first time I actually got to know Israelis and young Israeli men who were just post-army. When we met, it was love at first sight. It was really exciting. It was a young love, and we were looking forward to being together. Our relationship moved fast. We introduced each other to our families, and within that year, we were already planning our life together. And when he fell, my world fell apart. He was a student at Ben-Gurion University. He wanted to study business. He was a soldier in the tank unit, in the armored corps unit. And he was committed to reserve service. He was committed to his unit. He was committed to his family. Tziki Eyal was very active, forward-thinking, enthusiastic, and we were looking forward to, as any young couple, our lives together. Tziki Eyal was at a watchtower on Halul Bridge in Hebron. It was on it was the second day Chol HaMoed Pesach, and there was an emergency checkpoint that was set up. It was an operation that went wrong. He was ultimately killed by friendly fire during this emergency stop, and I guess that's when that part of my life changed forever. When Tziki died, I came to know Israel through the lens of the Shiva, and I firmly planted myself with his family, and we grieved together. It was an extremely dark time in my life. I don't think any young, couple expects to go through such loss at such a young age. And you really don't know how to navigate this kind of pain. There was a lot of support at the time through his family, through the IDF, the social worker who was assigned to the family, and also the Girlfriends of Fallen Partners, who is a support group that reaches out to all of the partners, the unmarried partners of fallen soldiers, and really holds their hand from the beginning, and they're there for you when you lose your relationship with the world through grief, and then when you're ready to enter the world again, they're there for you. The healing, or is it healing? It's learning to carry grief. It took a very, very long time, but ultimately it's something that you learn to live again. You learn to find a partner who understands your complicated background, and you grow together to kind of face this intense world that we live in. When Tziki died, it was a time that that also helped me get to know Israeli society on a deeper level. It was almost as if the entire nation became one big community, and I didn't know this. Now I know this. Now I know that Israel is one big community and one big family, and our soldiers are each soldier is a universe. Each family is part of that universe. I think in the last year, we've seen a lot of tragedy and hardship, but also we've seen a lot of bravery. And I think now is a time where, we're all coming together again in a national grief. It's no longer just me, losing my young love of my life. It's about me being with my family now and facing a great national tragedy and trying to come together as part of a community now to help support our own healing. 20 years later, I'm married with 4 children, living in Jerusalem, an observant Jew. When you see young soldiers, you also see them carry a responsibility that other young adults at their age don't know how to do. And I feel that, that kind of learning that they're doing also makes them into the exceptional adults that, make Israeli society what it is. I think that's what makes Israel unique, is the ability to come together and support each other from all walks of life. Everyone knows their place in this large family, and it makes me proud to be here.